The strange device materialized on the test bench. It looked like part of a climate control condenser, duct taped to very large capacitors, with heavy gauge cables leading off to exposed conductor dead ends.
Alright, what's this then?
Ah yes, this one is very interesting, and a bit dangerous. Careful, don't let those two conductors touch each other.
What's the big deal? It's not plugged into anything.
It doesn't need to. It's a power generator, and it's always on. They both stared at the scratch-built, cold, inert pile of junk scrap parts on the bench.
But how?
That's what we are commissioned to find out. Shall we begin? Scans of the device soon revealed the source of the power generated. Oh my, wow, now that is clever. You see right here? That condenser, which was originally designed to cool a heat exchanger, has been reverse biased so as not to cool something else, but to cool itself, with this little coil in there.
But why? I don't get it.
The capacitors, from some old ship's gun carriage I imagine, draws the heat energy out of the coil as electrical energy.
Oh, those are hungry capacitors. Always so aggressive for input to store. But
as they connected an electrical load on the scrap device, power poured from the leads to precisely match the resistive load. Look at that. 400 gigawatt hours. Steady. Crank up the load. Still 400 gigawatt hours. Power still steady. Crank it as high as it can go. As power roared out of the device, thrumming the lab bulkheads and straining the test bench systems, the power remained steady. Enough output to be exactly 400 gigawatts. The power draw was shut down due to safety overrides. The scrap device wasn't even warm.
okay, now that is incredible. It's defying the laws of physics. What gives?
Let's look deeper. The more intense scans reveal the engineered nature of the heatsink condenser. Ah, look here. This condenser advanced exotic tech sucks heat energy out of a space. That's how it functions. But the humans have cross-wired and reversed the cascade inversion to a negative value, so that it... Hold on. I think I can almost see. Oh wow.
You're killing me. What?
It's well, I believe what we have here is a functional zero-point energy refusal device.
A what device?
How did you get your doctorate without knowing this? 0-point energy.
Yeah, I know what that is. The absolute zero thing. There's never exactly zero energy. Quantum uncertainty prevents it.
Right. So the condenser tries to make the little coil in there absolute zero.
But the 0-point energy prevents it. Yeah. So?
So as the condenser tries its best to get it to zero, the gun capacitors try to suck the remaining power away.
Oh, I think I get it now. As everything tries to take away all the energy, the 0-point energy replaces it to keep it non-zero.
And when the draw on the capacitors pulls more and more energy gets out at greater rates.
More and more replaces it to keep it from ever getting to zero. Oh, wow!
0-point energy refusal. The universe won't let it reach zero no matter how much you crank the power drain. Scalable up to, well, if not infinity, then certainly Roche limits.
I thought that was only a theoretical device.
And here it is right in front of us.
And the humans, on some random colony world, built this from common industrial scrap.
It appears so. We need to alert the Galactic High Security to ban humans from getting a hold of any more of our stuff, even scrap parts. It's just too dangerous. The way they can cobble together things, even with their limited understanding of any of it. It's just too much to have to deal with, when all things are said and done. The ubiquitous superconductors, the monopole capacitors, the causal shunts in everything. I don't mean to be dramatic here, but...
Go on, just say it.
I think we might all be doomed. Thanks for listening, and thanks to NovaSnake for helping me out on this one.